Good morning, good morning, good morning. Boridar, Boridar, welcome back. Croizo, welcome to the channel. Here we are once again, Puzzle Combat. Mechanoid Menace is going on, and as you can see, I'm chatting on global chat as well. I'm just trying to sort of push my videos a little bit, as I need about another 60 subscribers. And once I have my 60 subscribers, I'll have 1,000, which means I can monetize my channel, and then I can retire and never ever work again. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, don't tell me if it isn't. I'll only be disappointed. So as you can see, I'm just sort of trying to push my channel online on the global chat. So I'll say morning. She's saying hello to me. Morning, bit fruity, saying hello to people as we're actually playing the game. But there we are. So I'm going to be doing what was it? Although Mechanoid Menace is up, Mechanoid Menace is it's a nice event. It's one I would always say. Just remember to take antidotes. Do take antidotes. I know I haven't got any here. I'm saying take antidotes and I haven't got any. It's because on rare I can, if I get a really tip-top score, I can do it before the radiation kicks in. So there are radioactive heats kicked in. So basically I'm saying that on rare I can do it. Most stages I can do it in at least the first four I can do it in 3 or 4 moves if I get the perfect board. So I don't need to worry about the radiation. But generally speaking, you want to take an antidote because, as you could sort of see then, my heroes all suffered quite a little bit of damage from being set on fire and so on and so forth. Anyway, let's actually come off this because this wasn't the purpose of this video today. The purpose of this video was to go into looking at 4 stars and raiding. 4 stars and raiding. So here we are. As I said, I haven't been sort of trying to climb the leaderboard. Normally I sort of live in the diamond zone. Occasionally got a challenger, very rarely up to master, but I mean normally I'm in diamond. I'm in platinum at the moment. So let's see if we can move ourselves up. Now we're going to look at 4 stars today. Now we've got I'm going to change my attack team. I've obviously done a attack someone recently, and we were looking at the 4-star heroes because people have said, you know, it's nice that I'm talking about the 5-star heroes, but a lot of people want to know a bit more about some of the 4 stars. So blue 4 stars I'm going to use. Now I've tried to only use the regular ones. Now I'm not sure if I've got all the blue 4 stars. There might be another one. I will also drop in Jack. Oh, hang on, let's get that right. Jack Rabbit, who is a 4-star, although he's an event 4-star. So of the 4 stars I've got, Bridget is probably my favourite. Bridget with her armour dealing, instant armour stuff can really help. Very useful on events because you can put the armour up and then right at the start you can put charge streaks into her, get your team armoured up, and you've got a few turns to then sort of get a clear run before anybody gets wounded and whatever else have you, and hopefully then you can keep building up your armour. Hollow Point is okay. He's nothing special. Wouldn't rush to particularly focus on Hollow Point. Kayla's a reasonable sniper. Again, nothing that special. She's okay. She doesn't I don't get overly excited by her. Jacob is Jacob. I'm gonna have to just check Jacob's stats. I think he's a bit disappointing if memory serves. He's a booster. The support attack thing is okay. It's not amazing. And lastly, you've got Jack Rabbit, who, as I say, is an event hero. 210, a good sniper, slows down charge generation, 72 damage when I receive a buff, which again is he's quite a reasonable 4-star, albeit that he's an event one, so he's perhaps not that relevant for the purposes of this video, which was looking at the sort of standard heroes. Anyway, so my standard 4-star blues, let's see how they get on. See them in action against Audrey Promislov. Beg pardon if I'm getting that wrong. Again, there's the effect of colour stacking. That's nothing to do with the particular 4-star heroes that I was using, but blue tiles now do a lot of damage. Obviously, other tiles are now effectively useless. Let's see. Hopefully, we'll get a special skill ready. Boom. Here we are. Right. So, first thing would be to use Jacob. Jacob boosts everybody else's attack. Now, we'll see if any of the special skill supports go off. Yep, a couple of them. Did you see there? They hit their Hollow Point. So did a little bit of damage, but you can see it didn't really do very much damage having those extra special, the support attacks. Not a big fan of the support attacks. It's a nice idea, but they don't really do very much. Here you see Bridget immediately armours everybody up. So basically that's like a 300 health boost, except that it can be a boost on top of, like if they're already if they are already alive, if they're at full health, they still get that 300 boost. That's the beauty of armor. Said that very awkwardly then, but yeah, the armor goes on top of whatever health they have. So if their health is full, they still get the 300 boost, which is quite useful. Again, sport attack, not a big fan of it, really. It's okay. I mean, I've known it finish off odd heroes from time to time if you're very lucky, but it's not really that helpful. Kayla here, you see, reasonable sniper, bomb, dead. Not a bad hit, 600 odd damage there, so, you know, reasonable enough. So, yeah, they're all okay. Bridget would be my favourite because I use her quite a bit with 5 stars for her armour boost. So that's the first one. Right, let's see. Then let's go for purple because we've got these guys. So Ryoko is my favourite. I'll come to that in a minute. Rana is excellent. Orochi is pretty good. Edge is pretty good, and I got a duplicate Orochi, and I think that's all I've got. So I think there's probably only 4 of each 4-star. I think. So Ryoko boosts critical chance. Now I'm a big fan of critical chance, much more so than support attack. I find critical chance can be really, really good, especially as it works with tiles too. Rana is a counter attacker and a very good one because she heals as well. She is one of the best 4-star tanks in the game. Really, really good. Orochi hits 3 people and blinds them. The blinding is really good because it makes them very hard to hit. And Edge is a bit like Hollow Point in that it hits everyone, but he's better because he poisons them. Sorry, sipping my morning coffee. So I would say the 4-stars are the best. The purples are the best range of 4-stars. I have a lot of time for most of the purple 4-stars. That said, obviously I can still lose because that's how the game works, and if the board's not on my side, and etc, etc. And I am obviously going monochrome, which would not necessarily be my sort of standard choice here, but I'm just trying to break it down into heroes of each colour at a time. And at some point, I actually need to raid my way back up the table to try and get into a higher position with my better teams. So here we'll see. So this is Ryoko. Will go off first. As ever, target the ones that are about to go off. Is a good idea. So her special skill's nearly ready. So let's finish her off. This is where you see Edge's poison coming into effect. So not a huge amount of damage, but it does a bit of damage over time, which is quite nice. And then I can get Rana. Now, hopefully one of them will hit Rana, because if they hit Rana, they hurt themselves. Especially be good if, what's her name? I've forgotten her name. Umbra could do it, because then she will almost certainly finish herself off. Let's see if she can kill herself by shooting Rana. Yep, there we are. She's killed herself. There's the beauty of counter attack. Took out the only 5-star on their team, or they took themselves out, which is quite nice. Obviously, they did take out one of mine, but you know, counter attack can allow you to punch above your weight, and it's a really useful skill in that sense. And Rana, the beauty is it puts her health regenerates as well. So whilst her health is being rebuilt, she's also counter attacking. Which is a really, really good combination. So Rana is definitely a really good purple tank. And like I say, I love the critical chance up. So very good heroes, the purple 4-stars. No issues with any of them. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Who are we going to get next time? Try and re-roll that because I'm looking for a different colour tank. Oh, blue tank. Right, let's go for a green team this time then. So greens, I got Throttle, Wallace, Boomer, Sarah, and that's all. So that's the 4 regular greens. I'm just going to chuck in. Let's chuck in Crockett just because I've got the choice. Right. So obviously I'm using a 5-star here. I won't talk about Crockett very much. Throttle Throttle was awful when he first came out. He was absolutely awful. He was useless. All he did was the dodge. So all allies got a chance to dodge, and then they realised that was useless because it's not a special. It made no difference or very little difference. So then they made him into a healer, and then they also added that he clears status ailments, which makes him an excellent hero. Really good. One of my favourites. You can tell because I've been levelling up his emblems. Wallace, reasonable sniper. Let's see, reasonable sniper. You know, chance to dodge, nothing hugely special, but you know the dodge is dodge can be really useful, but it never seems to come together at the right time, if you know what I mean. Boomer's a hit-all guy. I don't think he's particularly special if memory serves. I wouldn't rate Boomer particularly highly. Sarah is quite good because, again, she's got the critical chance and 232 damage to target nearby enemy, so she's quite good as well. So I like Sarah quite a bit. So they're not bad, the greens. I would say Boomer's the worst, but then I'm never a big fan of hit all heroes. Generally speaking, I prefer snipers, from at least on raids anyway. The targeted attack can work really well. On the other team, you can see there's a 4-star there called Wyatt. Wyatt. He is he's probably the best 4-star in the game from the I can't think what it's called. I'm going to call it the Wild West event. I know that's not actually what it's called, but it's the event with all the cowboys in it anyway. He is an excellent healer, bit overpowered really, but there we are. Fortunately, he's dead, which helps me out. So Sarah would go first. Well, actually, Crockett will go. Crockett goes first. This is just the standard thing of booster first, then the critical booster, then the hit all, and then lastly the sniper. She evaded it. There you are. See, so evade. This is what I do. I mean, dodge and evade. They seem to never quite come together for me, but come together for everybody else. Decided to use throttle then because my guys were getting a bit low. Probably would have made sense to wait until Umbra had gone because she's put a curse thing on Sarah, but never mind. Sometimes you just have to think about, is it the right time to use the special skill or not? Oh, Rex. I have got a Rex, but I haven't leveled him up. I mean, my yellows are my weakest 4-stars. I'll come to them last. And you'll... So they're weakest for random reasons, really, but I'll go into that a little bit. It's not inherently that they aren't very good, it's just that I haven't leveled them up very much, and I'll explain why. So, I got a feeling I'm going to lose this one, but as I say, this wasn't really ever about winning or losing. This was more about exploring the heroes. Oh, that's a better move. Maybe it'll come together. Big combo. Whee! Oh yeah, there we are. See, I was feeling very pessimistic, and then that combo came together. And there we are. Dodge worked for me then, although it wasn't dodge up on the screen. It's because it's some kind of raid tournament thing. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh no, that's Flea. I don't know why. I don't know how he dodged. Oh yeah, no, he has got dodge. Sorry, I beg your pardon. And lastly, boom! There we are. Sniper comes in, bang down. Oh, he dodged it. See, dodge can be so effective, but it's so hit and miss. See how many times he's dodged all them? And he's not going to win, but he's still dodged them for ages. There we are. So that's see dodge, which can be hugely effective, but is often very ineffective as well. Seems to be it's really annoying, basically. Yay! Up into diamond. Right, a bit more coffee and moving on. Right, so I've done purples, I've done greens. Yellows. Right, okay. So this one's bound to be a loss. So yellow-wise, I've got Ico, who's pretty good. Flint, who's okay. Mo, who's okay. And there is Rex, who I haven't leveled up. Where's Rex? Nope, that's not Rex. There's Rex. Haven't got around to leveling Rex up. So I won't be using him. This guy's pretty good as well. 8-bit, does defense down against yellow. I really should get around to leveling up. The only reason I haven't is because I've been quite blessed with yellow 5-stars. So I've got 3 fully leveled yellow 5-stars and 2 or 3 even that are waiting in the rings, including like Heroes of the Month and what have you. So I haven't been doing much in the terms of the yellow 4-stars. Working on colour-specific levelling, so that's why they're not doing great. Ico is a good one. She hits everyone and hit 3 and lowers mana, I think. Let me just double-check. It certainly lowers the mana, which can be really, really useful. I'll try and demonstrate that if I have any luck in the raid. So here we have Ico. 235 reduces the charge. So the charge reduction thing is probably the most useful thing. Flint is a counter-attacker and boosts attack. The attack boost isn't as useful as Rana's healing thing, if you remember Rana, the purple hero. Mo hits everyone and sets them on fire, and Rex, wherever he's gone, is a sniper who does a debuff, and the debuff is quite useful as well. But anyway, let's see these guys in action. Obviously, we're all up against 5-stars here, including Cassino, who's very, very dangerous, and he's the one over there on the side. Let's see, this will obviously kill him off. This guy, in my opinion, has made a mistake in having too many heroes of the same colour as the tank. Again, as I always say, doesn't mean I'm going to win, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'll just demonstrate Ico here. So Ico, if you watch, will knock down Chul's mana and also the mana of El Mariachi standing next to him. The knocking the mana thing down can be really useful if there is an enemy who is about to go off and you don't want them to. So Ksenia, who's about to die, hopefully, is often worth making sure she's doing all you can to make sure she doesn't go off, because obviously she can undo all of the hard work you've done in killing people. Oh, it's going very well actually this rain. I didn't think I'd win this. There we are. Although obviously I've got 2 5-stars in, which is quite helpful. I don't know, mind you, I say that, still not sure if I'm going to win. Taking a bit of a turn. Chul is quite good, but again, hero of the month. I don't think there's any way to get him now. Boom, he's dead. Here we are. Hurrah! And hurrah and hooray. Let's have a look at who else we got here. Just need to get some mana ready, probably, if I can. Could have done with Flint being ready. Then Flint, if Flint was ready, he would have killed himself, which would have been quite helpful. But never mind. Hopefully now the rest of my team can finish him off. Shouldn't be a problem with who I have. Pom, 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 pom. And he's dead, or at least should be. Oh, he's reviving. Yeah, there we are, special skill. There we are, and he killed himself with the counter-attack there at the end. So Flint did manage to get a kill in there. Again, like I say, counter-attack lets you punch above your weight, which is quite nice. Now I need to try and find a team with a green tank. I don't know if I'll manage that. If I can't, I'll just have to go for it in a second. Wasting all my food otherwise. There's 1 or 2 heroes. 1 or 2 heroes I don't recognise. Some of the more powerful ones now. The special 5-stars and whatever. 1, all right, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Let's just go for this team. Okay, so we're going to go for Reds last of all. Oh, hang on. Blunderbuss isn't... No, that's she. Hang on, let's try and stick to the ones who are actually regular ones. So there's Astrid, Tharnia, Talia, Sarnai. I'm sure there's another one. Who's the other one? Oh, it's this fella. Yeah, this fella, Paladin. Yeah, I don't like the delayed attack thing. Yeah, don't like it. Not good. The trouble with the delayed attack is if your opponent has got a status ailment remover, and if you're doing an event, it takes too long. So I'm not a big fan of Paladin at all. So Paladin is there, but I'm not very likely to level him up. I wouldn't have thought, especially as I got so many heroes waiting. So let's have a look at who we got. We got Astrid, who does damage to 3 and sets them on fire. Pretty good. Talia, who's actually really useful because she debuffs the enemy. Sniper that debuffs, we'll talk about that in a second. Sarnai, I can't remember exactly what Sarnai does. 415 to the very powerful sniper. Yeah, very powerful sniper. Does a lot of power in her sniping. I think it's more than Talia. Yeah, quite almost double Talia. Well, not quite double, but so certainly more significant. So I'm going to use 2 event heroes. I got Foxtrot, who I won back in the day when I won the events. Not just mentioning, and Blunderbuss. Blunderbuss, who is one of the most useful, versatile heroes in the game, who I was very lucky to get from a lucky pull on the mercenary event. So here we go. Bum, 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 bum. You see again the red tiles do a ton of damage, especially to the greens, which is why old white there is dead. Okay, so I'll use Talia first because Blunderbuss can make special skills miss, so it's probably better to do that. So then I'll get Blunderbuss ready. Now with Blunderbuss, there's always the chance of missing your target, but you do a ton of damage with each tile. You can see there the tiles were doing close to 1,000 damage each. You'll see here, boom, 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 massive amount of damage done because they all hit. If you hit when you've got Blunderbuss up, you do a load more damage, but there is always the chance you miss, as you saw then. The miss that happened on, let's get that out of the way, Kayla here. Kayla didn't get hit at all. Talia will debuff her, which is useful, because so can you see the little dice icons that were there from their Blunderbuss were quickly removed, which is really helpful. So the debuffing can be really useful if you have opponents that have like sort of heroes that get extra strong by doing their special skills or event heroes or whatever else. And there we are. Oh, there we are. Well, I actually won all 5, which is quite good. I know I actually cheat a little bit and use a couple of 5 stars, but I wasn't going to use 3 stars because I've already done a video on that. So there we go. That is some of the 4 stars available in the game. Obviously, there are more out there and whatever else, but those are the ones that I have. And like I say, there's quite a lot that I would recommend. They're a pretty good range, the 4 stars. In some ways, they're sort of better overall than I would have said any other category of heroes, including the 5 stars. There's some, I mean, obviously there's some excellent 5 stars. There's some so-so 5 stars, whereas I would say the majority of 4 stars are pretty good, really. Anyway, thank you for watching. Do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. As I say, I'm like 60 viewers away from being able to retire and go and live on a yacht somewhere in the Caribbean. So there we go. Anyway, take care of yourselves. It just remains for me to say, may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care of yourselves. I wish you all the best. Au revoir. Goodbye.